Today's video is all about myth busting some Cayo Perico strategies. Now we're going to be putting them to the test and seeing if it's truthful or if it's a lie. So obviously there's a lot of Cayo Perico myths and legends and things like that, but I just chose the 5 that are interesting to me and ones that people in the community have asked me recently. So if you do enjoy this video, please consider hitting that like button. Do it right now actually before, because you'll forget by the end. And if you do enjoy it and you want to see more of these little Mythbuster videos, they'll probably be pretty short, but let me know in the comment section down below and share some myths in the comment section yourselves, and maybe I'll put those to the test and try those out for a video. But anyway, let's jump into our very first one. So coming in at number 5, you can join an invite-only session once you have sourced the primary loot to send you straight back to the KOSATKA for the fastest way to do the setup. Now this one's actually important to me because I do the Cayo Perico, as you guys know, very often, and this is something that I heard about a month ago. If you've seen some of my setup videos, you'll know, or teaching you the fastest, easiest way to do things, you'll know that I used to always say about 2 months ago that once you've gathered the intel, like once you know what your primary loot is, you can just click and go to your invite only and it'll take you straight back to your KOSATKA and you'll be good to go. And about a month ago, I was told it was patched. I had dozens of people telling me it was patched, and if you do that now, you're just gonna have to start all over again. So I personally stopped doing it. Instead, I would just purposely get caught, or I'd jump off the tower to send me back to the airstrip, and then I'd just do it that way. But I wanted to put it to the test because I haven't done it recently because I didn't want to waste the time. So as you can see here, we have just discovered what our primary loot is going to be. So let's go ahead and go to an invite-only lobby, send us back to the KOSATKA, and see if it's going to make us do it again, or is it going to accept that and make it so we can just move on to the other setup missions. And as you can see, this myth is correct. You can do it. Like I say, I'm happy that I've tested this out because I was told that it didn't work anymore. I didn't want to risk it because, I had dozens of people telling me, but it does work, so you don't have to worry about jumping off the thing or going back to the plane. You can just go to an invite-only lobby and it'll just make your life just a little bit easier, just a little bit faster. Coming in at number 4, you can complete the disruption missions by just starting them and then joining a new lobby. Now, this one technically is right. This is true. It will show as completed, but you will have accomplished absolutely nothing. With these disruption missions, you have to listen to the fine print, ladies and gentlemen. The thing is with these missions is you only get one chance at them. So no matter how far you get in the mission, you only get one chance and you cannot start it over again. Take a little listen to what he says here when you do the air support mission.
Well, today is a good day, Captain. We have a chance to steal key advantage from Mr. Rubio, air superiority. If we can destroy his shipment of attack helicopters before it arrives, we have tied his hand behind his back before we even start. However, we will not get a second chance here. This must be it.
So as you can see, we will not get a second chance here. So you have one attempt to do this. If you do not complete it, it won't work. So when you're basically starting it and then joining in another server and coming back, it will show complete, but that's because you've already started it. You've had your one chance. You can't do it again. If you didn't take out the buzzards, unfortunately for you, you're not going to have it when you actually do the Cayo Perico Heist. You'll still have the helicopters chasing you. But there is some interesting ones. So let's go and look at the weapons one here and take a little listen to what he says here.
So, Captain, we take our chance to get ahead of Mr. Rubio. He has 3 major arms dealers here in San Andreas. We take them down, we give the island guards a limp before we had even started. We have one chance and this is it. Good luck.
So as you heard, you only have one chance at the weapons one also, but this one's a little bit different. Take a little look at what happens when you take out the first one. As you can see there, it says the more arms dealers that you take out, the weaker the weapons available to El Rubio's guards will become during the heist. So what that basically means is it'll be sprinkled in. Some of them will have heavy weapons, some of them will have pistols. But take a little listen to this part, and this is what he says when you go for the last guy.
One supplier left, Captain. You'll take down this last one. Guards will be left with no heavy weapons at all.
So as you can hear, once you take out all 3 of them, they won't have any heavy weapons at all when you do the heist. So if you just start this up and then back out like immediately, yes, it'll say it's complete, but it's not technically complete. It just means you can't start it over. You will still have all the guards with all the weapons. Whereas if you complete the entire thing, that's how you get these disruption missions to work. So this myth is busted. You cannot start them and then back out. It will not work. It'll just show as complete because you can't do it again. Coming in at number 3, ladies and gentlemen, you can skydive directly into the compound. Now, I have obviously tried this. That's what you're watching here in the background. And doing this is busted. You cannot go directly into the compound. As you get too close to that red circle, you will explode. You will just blow up. However, there is something that technically you're not going into the compound, but you are going behind the gate walls here. As you can see, we're coming in here at night, and we are able to go straight in behind the walls. And then once you're behind the walls, you can just run over there, take out a guard, get the key codes, and you're in. Would I recommend that? No, I do think there's better ways to do it, but you can technically dive inside of the gates, the compound gates, but you cannot dive directly into the compound. That one is busted. All right, so coming in at number 2, this is one that actually really surprised me both times, both when I'm making this video now and last week when I just made a video that you're watching in the background. So this one is you can loot the buildings at the North Dock and the main dock solo. And I'm talking about the buildings where you need 2 people to get into the building. Now, as you can see on the screen right here, I made a video of this last week and it worked. You can see we pulled it down. We're doing this solo. We were able to go in there, grab our secondary loot, and get out of there. However, when I tried it again today, as you're watching this video, it didn't work. Now, I don't know if they've patched it, or I don't know. The only thing that I did different is the first time when it worked, I went in there and I didn't kill the guard. The second time, I killed the guard that was next to it. I don't know if that makes a difference. I'm going to have to test it more myself, but I think the most obvious thing is they've probably patched it. So this one's a yes and no, because it's fairly recent. You used to be able to do it about a week ago. This week, it doesn't seem to be working. But as far as the main dock is concerned, this one has never worked for me, and I don't think it's ever worked for anyone. Let me know in the comments if it has or hasn't worked for you. But I would say, overall, this one is actually busted. Even though it worked last week at the North Dock, it didn't work for me today. So, unfortunately, we're saying busted. And then last but not least, coming in at our number 1 spot, you can escape the Cayo Perico Island with a plane without taking out the air defenses. Now, this one is something that was just very intriguing to me. One of you guys, one of the community said to me, what happens if you fly, or not fly, sorry, you just go as if you're a boat? Because there's 2 different, you can either get the Vellum or you can get the water dodo. What happens if you get the water dodo and you use it as a boat? You don't fly. Can you just use it as a boat and get on out of there? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I am happy to announce, no, you can't. That is also busted. You cannot use the water dodo as a boat. I think it's kind of stupid. I think you should be able to, in my opinion, but no, you do explode. And if you want to see me actually attempting this, I have a video coming up tomorrow where I actually do this strategy, where I recorded this little clip here for you. It's a good video. I highly recommend you watch it. That's going to be coming up tomorrow. Me doing the heist, trying to get this secondary loot from the North Dock, as well as trying to escape with the dodo here in the water. It was a lot of fun. But out of those 5, ladies and gentlemen, only one of them was true. And that is you can join an invite-only session and back out once you've sourced your primary target. The rest of them, unfortunately, have all been busted, and that was new to me, especially the North Dock one. But if you want me to put any more of these to the test, make sure you leave them in the comment section down below, and I'll be more than happy to test them out and bring a video for you guys to see what the outcome is. Also, if you want to just have a little bit of fun and want to know 10 facts about the Cayo Perico Heist, I'm sure the video's up on screen right now. It's 10 facts about the Cayo Perico Heist. You probably will enjoy it if you enjoyed this one. I'll link it in the description as well. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the rest of your day. Hit that like button if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you as always with a brand new video tomorrow, which is going to be the one with me and this bloody dodo trying to escape in the water. It was a disaster. I'll see you there.